Hey folks, so a quick note on evidence. In history class, you are doing different kinds of writing than you are in ELA and other things like that. In an ELA class, you always have to quote directly from a text if you're going to try to prove something about the text. In a history class, you're not always dealing with information that is specific to an author. So therefore, you do not always have to directly quote things from texts to count them as evidence. Okay. What do I mean? Well, when you were writing an open response about the pyramids and who built them, you were looking at a topic that is hotly debated by Egyptologists and other people today. You were looking at specific authors writing about their perspectives on that question. In this writing that you're doing about Alexander the Great, you are not quoting specific authors about their opinions on things. Instead, you are working with what we would call general knowledge. You are working with information that you can find in many sources out there. So you do not have to directly quote it. So if you want to say something like Alexander defeated, Darius at the Battle of Gaugamela, that's okay. You don't have to quote it. You can just say it as a fact because it is. So don't worry about trying to put a quote in each as a piece of evidence. I know we kind of train you to do that. Instead, you got to think a little deeper. Like, is this something that a author has said that is unique, that is part of their own independent research and learning? If so, you got to quote it directly. Is it something that is just general knowledge out there that you can find in many sources, like basic information about Alexander the Great? Then you don't have to quote it. All right. So I hope that helps clarify these things because it is a little bit more nuanced and more difficult sometimes in a history class than in like a straight up ELA class where you're just writing about a text and then you quote from the text about the text. So hope that helps.